everybody. It's always nice running into folks, and especially popular folks here in Louisville. Bob and Alicia, you guys are popular. A lot of people know you. Non-stop people have been walking by and stopping by to see you and say hello.
Yep.
You guys own a shop here?
Yep.
Tell us about that.
It's a little restaurant. It's called Gorilla Bob's Grub Shack. Now that we're speaking about this, we had a visitor from Australia, Queensland.
Did you?
Yep.
My brother's in Queensland. Okay.
She, I think her husband was stationed, Fort Knox, Army Reserves here. Her husband was stationed over there.
Yep.
They met over there, got married, and he got transferred here. And then she came up and ate. She loved it.
Pretty cool. She came up and just ate. Well,
Yeah,
lucky,
pretty cool.
Lucky her, and it's always such a small world, isn't it? The car world is a small world. You've got a beautiful Lincoln behind you. Now, I know that the Lincoln has great sentimental value, and we'll get Bob to tell us a little bit more about that. Bob, I'll let you tell us all.
So, my son Jacob,
So I found out, yep.
him and I built the car when he was 16, and I've been low riding since I was 15. I'm 46 years old, and when he turned 16, he wanted to follow in Dad's footsteps. Jacob was autistic, and we got the car, put it together, and it just so happened it's the exact same color of a car that I had when I was a kid. We put the same kind of wheels on the car.
The 89 Lincoln?
Yeah, mine was an 88, 89, same body, same color.
Yep.
And we had not these wheels, but the wheels are in the pictures on the sign. We had the same kind of wheels on the car. And we built it almost exactly like the one I had when I was in high school. He kept the car for, 3 years?
Yeah.
When he was 19, he started getting into drag racing. So he decided that he was going to sell it. And he sold it and immediately regretted it. It took him 2 years to get it back. So the lady you talked to over Tracy.
Yep, Tracy.
Her son and Jacob were close, and they worked out a deal, and they bought the car back, and Jacob got his car back.
Nice.
He had it maybe 4 months, I think. Jacob wheeled and dealed, and he always tried to make a buck off somebody. So he got the car back. He had it like 2 or 3 months, and turned around and sold it.
And he sold it?
Yeah.
Again. Did he upgrade the car? Did he do stuff to it?
No. The first time he sold it, it was in a lot better shape than it is now.
Yeah.
And it got run through a couple of people and got tore up and whatnot.
Well, at least he made some money on it.
Yeah. Second time he sold it, it was in pieces. The wheels got sold to somebody, the hydraulics were tore up, the brakes and stuff needed work. So he was done with it and got rid of it. Jacob passed.
Let me talk.
September 18th of last year of 2022, Jacob passed. And I had asked a friend that I knew had the car as it sat. It had stock wheels on it and none of it worked. If they could just bring it up and let me see it. And when we pulled into the funeral home, it looked like it does now.
Yeah.
Which was, the wheels that were on it were sold to somebody else. So unbeknownst to me, they went behind my back and contacted everybody that bought the parts off the car and put the car back together. And then took it up to the funeral home, which no big deal, was nice to see. It was great that it was there and everybody could look at it and stuff. So we went to all visitation the first day of the funeral. And we was just talking, everybody's going on. The next morning, we were standing in line, or standing in a circle, and all these guys started circling me and talking to me, and it got a little fishy, and I didn't know what was going on. And one of the guys threw me the keys of the car.
Wow.
And they all got together, and a bunch of them put money together, and one of the guys owns a mechanic shop. It's Johnson & Johnson Motorsports here in Louisville. He fixed the brakes on the car, and then they fixed the hydraulics on the car.
Wow.
So you can take a picture of the signboard. It's got everybody that had anything to do with it. I can't even think right now, but basically they gave me the car back.
Wow. You know, I'm terribly sorry, and as I mentioned again, it's such a tragic loss, and the only silver lining that I can see of that, and what it speaks of it, is again, the car culture and the friendliness of the car people. You would never see that happen anywhere else. But to see that how much this meant to you, to bring back memories of Jacob for you, to give you just the car back, you don't see that anywhere else.
There's a lot of special people even here today, like when you talk about being popular, it's more than popular. Jacob, the funeral home Jacob was at, they've never seen a funeral that big. It was 27 or 2,800 people.
Wow.
The cemetery has never had that many people show up to a burial. Same one out, 3,000 people.
Yeah.
We had cars come from all over. We had people coming from California and Texas, and he touched a lot of hearts.
Yeah, I can see that. You know, I saw Jacob's picture earlier, and I'm going to zoom in and show you guys his picture as well. But you know, just this and seeing the crowd around, seeing all his friends and close family, it's a terrible loss, and I'm sorry for that. But I love the fact that you have this back. You know, thank you to those people, those wonderful people, to bring back the car and give it back to you, because you always have this now in memory for him.
There's a TikTok going around. I'll give you the info off camera if you want to put it on.
Sure.
It's got 977,000 hits.
Wow.
So my hope was to get it at 1 million before the end of last year.
Yep.
But I think
that's still a lot.
we'll put it on it.
That's still a lot.
Yep. Almost 1 million hits, and all it is his procession.
Yeah.
His younger brother had Jacob in the back of a custom truck. They did a big, huge burnout, big smoky burnout, and I would follow that. And then, like this is the car community.
Yeah.
There's a group of guys over there called Team Meatball Racing. That's all Jacob's guys. You'll see Jacob's name across the banner when you walk up to the tent. And they brought out all their drag cars and was doing hits on the street. And
it's the car community.
It's
the
all
car
over,
culture.
not just lowriders. Yeah, custom cars, drag cars.
It is 100%. It is all over, and that's what I always keep preaching and screaming about on my show. And that's why I keep coming back to this, because you don't find it anywhere else.
You never will.
No other hobby, nothing has got the same culture as the car culture.
No, and my family, like I married into this, and my sister is younger, and she said, my sister always told me that the car clubs had them, like they had them. She's like, but I never understood what that meant until this.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. I've been doing this now for, you know, just under a year, and every time I go to a show, I feel that, and I can see it. She's alright.
That's one of my friends.
She's good.
Oh, she's alright. You know, I would love to get all the support of the family and friends around here.
That's one of the guys that was behind it. The other one ain't gonna let me put him on camera, but
Fair enough.
he's here.
Fair enough. But honestly, it's been such a pleasure meeting you guys.
I appreciate the opportunity.
I do want to see the 89 Lincoln, if I may. Okay. So
As it sits.
It's not the prettiest thing in the world.
it's not about that.
No, it's not.
It's not
But it
about
was
that.
his.
It's not about that, you know. And I think Tracy wanted me to come over as well, because what I told her is my channel, it's about car shows, it's about classic cars, you know, restoration stories, patinas, rat rods, you name it, race cars as well. But when I do my interviews, it's about the stories behind the cars. Because even over here, you look around, the cars all look fabulous, they're all show cars, you know, but what separates them is the stories. So it's not about that at all. And the thing that I love about this is the value it has for you, the sentimental value it has for you. So I do want to see the 89 Lincoln.
Go ahead.
See what?
She wants to look.
Take a look.
Go ahead.
Yep.
I'm not gonna open the trunk because it's rough.
Fair enough. Do you think that you will ever do anything to the car or upgrade
We're
it?
gonna clear coat the car again. We're gonna scuff it up and clear it, and I'm gonna do a little upgrade shit. I'm gonna redo the trunk. If Jacob and I did the trunk, it was nice.
Yeah.
When the car got passed around a lot, the wiring and stuff in the hydraulics got tore up, and they put it back together the best they could. But that was before I started cooking, I built custom cars. I built lowriders. So
Well, that's what I mean. You like lowriders, you build them. So are we
Yeah.
going to expect to have some?
Yeah, we're gonna clean it up.
Nice, nice.
It's really a nice car. It's a 130,000 mile car. It's still a nice car. It just needs a little
It is. It
TLC.
is. You got to get. It's.
Yeah, it's a super clean car. So
And I love the body shape of the Lincolns. You know, like the wide hood, the length of it. It has to be appreciated. And it's in pretty good nick.
you what?
It's in pretty good condition.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we bought it. It was really nice. One owner.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time. And again, the restaurant, what's the restaurant's name? Because it
Gorilla
sounds
Bob's
so cool.
Grub Shack.
Gorilla Bob's Grub Shack.
It's
And
80 square foot
Yep.
kitchen. That's all it is, a kitchen carry out. like a food truck with no wheels is what I tell people.
Oh, that's awesome. And it's got like street food.
Yep. Cubans, Reubens, Philly cheesesteaks, and we have a thing in Kentucky. Are you from around Kentucky? You just
I'm from Tennessee.
So we have a thing in Kentucky called the Kentucky Hot Brown.
Okay.
It was invented by a big hotel down here called the Brown Hotel back in the 30s. It's got mob ties, they say, whatever. But we did the hot brown a little better, you know. Henry Ford invented the car, but they say Chevrolet made it better, which is a lie, but whatever. So
we won't get into that now.
the Brown Hotel invented the hot brown. I do it different.
Yeah.
It's not different.
So what is it? I mean, I'm not American, so what is it?
Open-faced turkey sandwich with a
yeah.
Mornay sauce. But here in Kentucky, we can't pronounce Mornay, so we call it cheese gravy. And it's got I can't tell you what's in the sauce, but it's cheese sauce is what it is.
Yum, with turkey, and it's an open-faced sandwich.
Turkey, tomato, and bacon on Texas toast, and it's broiled.
Oh.
So it comes out bubbly and real. It's amazing.
Okay. Well, it sounds amazing, so I hope people get to go over there and not only to say hi to you lovely folk, but just to try out the good food.
Come get some food. Street Rod Nationals, if you're up here, I'll buy you dinner.
Well, I will be here for the Street Rod Nationals. I was here last year as well.
We'll get connected on Facebook, and I'll make sure you eat when you get here.
Thank you. You know what? I like that idea because I never eat when I'm traveling, especially when I'm at the car shows.
That's all I do is eat. That's where we travel a lot, state to state, for the lowriders. And I'll go to Miami, and I picked up a Cuban and a chavito, which is a Uruguayan food, and I brought that to Kentucky. And where we live, we have chicken, pizza, Mexican food. We don't have any. And that's
a bit similar, like with Tennessee as well.
Yeah, so, same thing. It's almost the same cuisine.
That's been awesome. I appreciate this so much.